Stop scrolling for 1 second, because the coin in my hand right now is almost 50 years old, and it came from a kingdom where they still believe their king is semi-divine. This is not gold. It's not silver. But collectors around the world are hunting for coins exactly like this one. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to check if yours is a common piece or a hidden gem. This is the Thailand 1 Baht coin, dated 1977. And its story is way bigger than 7 grams of metal. Stick around till the end, because I'm going to show you the one detail on this coin that most sellers completely miss. And it's the difference between a coin worth pocket change and one worth real money. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome to Coin Collection 1. This channel is all about the hidden history sitting inside old coins. Every coin is basically a tiny passport. It tells you who was in power, what a country was proud of, and sometimes, what they wanted the whole world to remember. Today's coin takes us to Southeast Asia, to the Kingdom of Thailand, in the middle of the 1970s, a decade of massive change for that country. Before we get to value and rarity, you need the backstory. Because once you understand what's actually depicted on this coin, you'll never look at just another old coin the same way again. What exactly is this coin? Let's start with the hard facts. This is a Thailand 1 Baht coin, minted in the Thai Buddhist calendar year 2520, which converts to 1977 in the Gregorian calendar we use in the West. That's an important detail, because almost every Thai coin uses the Buddhist era, not the year you're used to seeing. If you ever see a date like 2520 on a coin and think it's a typo, it's not. Thailand counts years differently, starting from the death of Buddha. Physically, here's what you're looking at. Composition, copper nickel. Weight, around 7 grams. Diameter, about 20. Shape, perfectly round, reeded edge. It's not a precious metal coin, no gold, no silver. But don't let that fool you into thinking it's worthless. Value in coin collecting almost never comes from the metal alone. It comes from history, rarity, condition, and story. The king who ruled for 70 years. Flip the coin, and on one side you'll see the profile of a man facing left, wearing a formal, almost regal expression. That is King Bhumibol Adulyadej, known to his people as Rama IX, the 9th king of the Chakri dynasty. Here's why this face matters so much in world history. King Bhumibol became king in 1946, after his older brother died in mysterious circumstances inside the Grand Palace. He was only 18 years old. Nobody expected him to stay on the throne for long. He ended up ruling for over 70 years, becoming, at the time of his death in 2016, the longest reigning monarch in the world. In Thai culture, King Bhumibol wasn't just a political figurehead. He was seen as something closer to a moral compass for the nation, a stabilizing force during decades when Thailand cycled through coup after coup, government after government. His image, to this day, is treated with a level of reverence that's hard to compare to any Western monarchy. A royal barge and a temple of dawn. Turn the coin around, and you'll see something that looks almost like a mini history painting. There's an ornate boat, shaped like a mythical creature, with royal ceremonial umbrellas standing on it, and rowers along the sides. In the background, you can make out the silhouette of a temple. This is the Suphannahong, Thailand's royal barge, often translated as the Golden Swan. This isn't a random decorative boat. The Suphannahong is one of the most sacred vessels in Thailand, historically used to carry the king himself during royal ceremonies along the Chao Phraya River in Bangkok. It's carved from a single piece of teak wood, decorated in gold leaf, and shaped like a mythical swan-like creature called a hong. Even today, this barge is brought out only for the most important royal and religious occasions, and each time it happens, it's treated as a national event, broadcast across the country. Now look behind the barge. That structure in the background is widely understood to represent Wat Arun, the Temple of Dawn, one of Bangkok's most iconic landmarks sitting on the bank of the Chao Phraya River. Its tall, spired tower is instantly recognizable and appears constantly in Thai art, currency, and tourism imagery. So on one small copper nickel disc, the designers packed in 3 layers of Thai identity: the monarchy, through the king's portrait, the ceremonial, spiritual side of the kingdom, through the royal barge, and Bangkok's skyline itself, through the temple silhouette. That's not just currency design. That's a nation putting its own highlight reel onto something it hands out by the millions. Why 1977 specifically? Let's talk about timing, because context changes everything. 1977 sits right in the middle of an incredibly turbulent stretch for Thailand. Just 1 year earlier, in October 1976, a brutal crackdown at Thammasat University in Bangkok had shocked the country and led to yet another military coup. Thailand in the mid to late 1970s was politically unstable, with governments changing hands through force more than through elections. Right next door, the Vietnam War had just ended in 1975, and the fall of Saigon sent shockwaves of anxiety through every country in the region, including Thailand, which had hosted U.S. military bases throughout the conflict. So this coin was minted during a genuinely tense period, a Thailand trying to hold on to stability while the region around it was in upheaval. And in the middle of all that uncertainty, the government kept minting coins featuring the calm, steady image of the king, almost like a quiet reassurance printed onto everyday pocket change. The throne is still here. That's what makes a coin like this more than metal. It's a tiny time capsule from a specific, tense chapter of Southeast Asian history. Is your 1977 1 baht coin rare? Okay, the question everyone actually clicked for. Is this coin valuable? Let's be straightforward about it. The 1 baht coin from 1977 was a standard circulation coin, meaning it wasn't a special commemorative issue. Millions of these were minted and used in everyday transactions across Thailand throughout the late 1970s and into the 1980s. In raw numbers, this is not considered a rare date within the series. In typical circulated condition, meaning it shows where from being handled and spent for years, this coin generally trades in the... Here's what to check on your own coin. Number 1. Sharpness of the king's portrait. On a well-preserved coin, you should be able to clearly make out fine details in the hair and facial features. If it's smoothed out and blurry, that's heavy circulation wear. Number 2. The barge and temple detail. On the reverse, check if you can distinguish the individual rowers on the Suphannahong and the outline of the temple in the background. Sharp, crisp lines mean better preservation. Number 3. Surface condition. Look for deep scratches, corrosion, or discoloration. Coins that were saved rather than spent, sitting in a drawer instead of a pocket, often have a much more even, lustrous surface. Number 4, and this is the one collectors specifically look for, die varieties. Thai coins from this general era are known among collectors to have small design variations between minting batches, differences in certain decorative elements that aren't visible unless you're really looking closely with a magnifier. These variety coins can sell for significantly more than a standard example, purely because fewer of them exist and specialist collectors want a complete set. So here's my honest answer. Your average, well-worn 1977 baht coin is a lovely piece of history, but not a retirement plan. However, an uncirculated or near uncirculated example, especially one that turns out to be one of the scarcer die varieties, can be worth considerably more to the right collector. The only way to really know is to get it looked at by someone who specializes in Thai coinage, or compare it carefully against verified reference images from a reputable coin catalog. Here's what I love about coins like this one. They sit in this perfect middle ground. They're not ancient. You can actually hold a piece of living memory, since plenty of people who spent this exact coin in 1977 are still alive today. But they're also not so common and recent that they feel disposable. Thai coinage in particular has become a quietly popular niche among world coin collectors, partly because of exactly what we talked about today. Every coin doubles as a tiny art piece. The portraits are detailed, the reverse designs tell real stories, and the connection to a single, remarkably long reigning king gives the whole series a strong sense of continuity. For a lot of collectors, that's the real appeal. It's not just how much is it worth. It's what did this piece of metal witness? And this 1977 coin? It witnessed a nation holding its breath through political turmoil, leaning on its monarchy for stability, while quietly putting its most treasured symbols, a sacred golden barge, an iconic riverside temple, and a king who would go on to rule for 70 years, into the hands of ordinary people, one transaction at a time. So next time someone hands you old foreign coins, or you find a jar of them in a drawer somewhere, don't just assume they're worthless. Look closer. Every single one has a story like this waiting to be found. If you've got a Thai coin, or any old foreign coin, sitting around, drop a comment and tell me what you've got. I read every single one, and I might feature your coin in a future video. If this video taught you something new, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who love this stuff as much as we do. Subscribe to Coin Collection 1 if you want more deep dives like this one, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next hidden story hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.